Recording in progress.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to my epic podcast, Soul Leaders. My name is Mills Gray. I am a business coach and I'm a mentor, and I'm here to not only raise your mindset, give you some freaking amazing authentic marketing tips and sales tips, but we're here for a good time as well. I want this podcast to be a place where you can dive in every single week, get a little bit of a fix, feel like you know me, right? There's nothing better than a podcast where you think, I feel like I know Mills, and that is the vibe I want to give. And so I'm really hoping that I'm delivering that. And with that in mind, I'm doing something a little bit different because I'm recording this not only for my podcast, but I'm videoing it as well. Because there's nothing better than getting to know someone than a little bit of know, like, and trust factor, which is very marketing talk here, where you can get to see me as well. So I am stepping out of my comfort zone. I am leveling up with my podcast and I am recording it. So if you are watching this via YouTube, hello. If you are listening on your however you stream your podcast, I'm going to put a link to the YouTube link in the show notes so that you can see it if you want to. If watching is your vibe, go for it. If listening is your vibe, we're all good. So I've had a little 3-day trip to Portugal in the last couple of days, which has been just unbelievable because it's December, it's Christmassy in the UK. Although I'm looking out my window, there's elements of blue sky, but this morning it was like torrential rain. It's kind of, it's winter. It's winter and it's got a winter feel to it. Well, blow me down with a feather. I managed to get 2 hours on a sun lounger in a swimming costume, sunbathing, listening to some music, chilling out and getting some sunshine, getting a bit of vitamin D. I also am thrilled because I started my goal setting for 2024. I'm so freaking excited. Started my goal setting, doing it in the sun. God, there's just nothing better. I also was doing a little bit of work. I was clearing out a house. I've got a house in Portugal. I've also got my father's house in Portugal, which we're selling. And so my sister and I were literally lugging boxes, taking down pictures. It was emotional, but it was also kind of cathartic. There's nothing better than a clear space, which this is not planned and not in my script at all, but it leads me to say, do you know what one of a really, really good thing for you to do for your business and your mindset is to clear your space. Now, YouTube can't pick up all of the stuff around me because you've just got this view. Podcasters, you cannot see, but I do tend to have a lot of kind of like scrappy bits of paper, matches where I've lit a candle. I need to do a clear space because there's just nothing better than clearing out your space, having that. I think it brings in more creativity. So if you are like me and need to kind of level up your desk space, then that is something I'm going to be doing in between Christmas and New Year. That will be one of my jobs. So, little side note there. Today, I wanted to talk about three must do things. I don't think must do things is the right way to describe it. 3 things that you should do in your business that is going to help you to get more clients in 2024. And I know that there is always something that some kind of like guru is telling you to do, or someone that you follow on Instagram, and you give it a go and then you're like, oh, don't know if that's for me, don't know if that worked. And it can kind of add to the to-do list of things to do. But these 3 points are really, really going to help you, not only strategically, but also in your belief. And so I'm going to start with tip number 1. And that is about upgrading your mindset and your belief. And this is something that I am doing at the moment. This is something that I'm encouraging my clients to do at the moment. And I want to just ask you the question, like, where are you right now in terms of who you're serving? How are you showing up? How far do you think that will take you in your business? So where are you right now? And I am wearing my tracksuit bottoms. I love my tracky bums. But I'm going to be really honest, is that probably for the last year in my business, I have felt somewhat comfortable. It's been amazing. I am entirely grateful for every single client that I have, for my lifestyle. I love it. But I've been comfortable. I've been playing small. I haven't been stretching myself. I've been working with clients that I'm super comfortable with. And that is something that I am working on, is like actually calling out myself on this, is like, are you just being a little bit comfortable? Do I need to also be working with clients that maybe expect more from me, demand more from me, challenge me more? They may pay me more. They may get bigger, better results. It's just about stretching it a little bit. And I think in business, there are two camps there, and I've been in both. There is the always wanting the next big thing. And then there is, oh, I've got that. What's next? Yeah, so that's always wanting the next big thing. It's almost like shiny object syndrome. You get to a level, you're like, boom, I need to go to the next one. Boom, I need to go to the next one. And I've been there, done that, got the t-shirt. But I then almost went in the opposite direction. I then was like, okay, been there, done that, got the t-shirt. I'm going to stay here with my slippers and my joggers on, and I'm just going to stay comfortable because it was just nicer. It was nicer. And so I think that if there is something where you could potentially shift a little bit, it might just be in upgrading your belief around where you are right now. Do you need to go to that next level in your business? Do you need to go there, or are you happy where you are? And only you know the answer, right? I can't give you the answer. But for me, and for something that I think will help you get more clients, is a little bit of an upgrade in your belief and your mindset. So it is time to step the motherfucking belief up. Work on your next level. What does next level, insert your name? So for me, Next Level Mills, what does she look like? What is the bigger version of you? What goals can you look at and go, I'm going to stretch that a little bit. I'm going to see, how does it feel to stretch that a little bit? Sorry, that's really irritating. I hadn't turned off my, hadn't put it on Do Not Disturb. Apologies. So yeah, so what is your bigger version of you? Are you ready for that? Are you wanting that? Does your business need that? Do your clients need that? Does your ideal client need you to be that next level up? Okay, because people aren't going to pay you if you're playing small. People want to be inspired and be like, oh, I want to go to that level. Now, this isn't going to work for every single business, okay? If you're a hypnotherapist, you may serve, like, I don't know, I'm just going to pick this at random. You may help people with anxiety, and you may feel like as a business to consumer practitioner that there isn't that next level client. But maybe there is, right? I don't know the answer. I'm asking you the question. If you're a coach, there definitely is. If you're a service provider, I feel like there are different levels of your client that you can go for. And so I just want to see, where are you at? Do you need to be stretched a little bit? Upgrade your belief and mindset. That is a kind of like the first port of call for growing your business and getting more clients for 2024. The second, I'm going to talk about it. It is strategy. Okay, I am like 70% strategy, 30% mindset. Actually, it kind of depends who you talk to. Some of my clients, and I've asked this question, I was like, am I more strategy or am I more mindset? And the ones that needed more mindset were like, you're more mindset. The ones that needed more strategy were like, you're more strategy. So I feel like I'm a really good hybrid of like looking at where you're at. And when I work, not only with my one-on-one clients, but also with my group coaching, I try and mix it up a little bit and see where you are at and take you where you need to be. But strategy is very, very, very important, okay, to grow your business. And I like to look at things in terms of scaling projects that are going to ultimately get you more leads, because I believe that more leads equals more sales. So my focus is always on, how many people do you have in your world? Whereabouts are you in terms of bringing in daily leads? And how do you bring them in? There's so many different ways, okay? There's so many different ways. You could do masterclasses, you could do challenges, you could do a lead magnet, you could do sell by chat, you could, there's lots of different ways. You could have a Facebook group, you could be using Instagram, you could be using Pinterest, right? I'm not going to list them all because we don't need to. but there are a fuck ton of ways of scaling your business. Now, I want you to think about not being jack of all trades, master of none. I want you to get super clear on, can you do a scaling project by project? This is what I do with my one-on-ones. This is solely what I do with my one-on-ones. Okay, so if you are wanting some help with this, then let's chat. I get super clear on scaling projects that will help you bring in more leads. And not just bring in leads, it's bringing leads on repeat. Okay, so no more chucking spaghetti at the wall, seeing what sticks, trying a little bit of this, trying a little bit of that, dancing the dance of different strategy. We're going to pick projects and we're going to really focus on that for a few months. So I want you to sit there right now, driving, walking, sitting in the bath, wherever you are. Imagine if you had 500 new leads a month into your world. Do you think that's possible? Do you think that's something that you could handle? Remember, we've upgraded your belief and mindset already. So I think the answer is fuck yes, I could handle 500 new leads in my world every month. Could you handle 1,000? What would you do with 1,000 new leads in your business? You may decide that you get so many people that you're going to offer out a little bit more of passive income. You're going to create a course or an ebook or something where you can sell to these thousands of people. Or it might be that you are going to just do your one-on-one packages, but you've got more people. You've got a different amount of conversations happening. New leads equals more sales. Okay, so I have a few that I know will work. It's finding which one will work for you the best. And so for me, scaling projects is one of the ways that you are going to get more clients in 2024. And then my final one for today is about owning your motherfucking authority. Okay, I used to always be told, are you the go-to expert in your field? And I'd always be like, am I the go-to expert? I needed to upgrade my mindset to believe that I could be. Okay, so go back to step one. I needed to believe that I was the go-to expert. What does the go-to expert look like? I tell you what she doesn't look like, and that is sitting there, scrolling through Instagram or TikTok or wherever, looking at what everyone else is doing. That is not the go-to expert. The go-to expert doesn't have time to do that. She's not interested in doing that. She doesn't give a shit about what other people are doing. Okay, I hate the comparisonitis that comes up, and I've had it. It's a really annoying little illness called comparisonitis, where you compare yourself to everybody else. Okay, so I want you to think about stepping into your authority and raising it up a level, a little bit like raising up your mindset a level, raising up your belief a level. So I'm guessing that you know your shit. Okay, I'm guessing that you are a business owner, you know what you're doing. I'm guessing that you're serving clients right now and you know you can help them. Whatever it is you do, you can be a breath worker, you can be a brand designer, you can be a coach, you can be a therapist, you can be an interior designer. I bet you've got some clients and you know how to help them. But then if you are having comparisonitis, this little niggle, doubt in your mind, you start to compare yourself to other people in your industry and boom, you're back to sitting there in your sweatpants, pissed off. So it has to stop now. And I want you to think, what's your next level you? We've already done this in step one. What does next level Mills, insert your own name, unless you want to be called Mills or are Mills. What does next level Jane look like? What does next level Hells look like? What does next level Susie look like? And you need to really own it. You need to walk the walk. You need to talk the talk. You need to embody that next version of yourself. You need to be the authority in your industry. There are so many people that need your help. There are thousands of people that need your help. And I've said it already, your ideal client is not going to invest in your services if you're playing small. They're going to invest in the person that is owning their fucking authority, that looks like they're the best in their industry, that is confident and stepping into the fact that they are the best in their industry because they're the only ones they know in their industry. So they're just owning it. Has any of this resonated with you? If you need some help stepping up, if you need some help with your scaling projects, if you need some help owning your fucking authority and being the go-to expert, sorry, I'm a bit sweary today, then let's chat. I do have a few spaces left for January for my one-on-one. I work really in two capacities. One-on-one is a little bit more bespoke. It's a little bit more for the person who already has clients and is ready to just step that up. My group coaching is for perhaps people who don't already have clients, and we're going to get you those clients. Okay, so group coaching, I have space. That is always open. One-on-one, I have a couple of spaces left for January. If it's of interest to you, come find me on Instagram. I'm Mills_Gray, Gray. Let's start a conversation. Just come into my DMs, say hi. I would love to know who's listening, who you are. The thing with podcasts, you can't see or know who's listening to my content. I've had a great time talking. It's been 16 minutes. I'm going to cut it now, and I will see you next week. Thank you so much. I love you. Bye.
Recording stopped.